So I know I was out of town, guys. Unfortunately, I don't think a lot of you knew that. I didn't tweet about it. I didn't really say it. I just needed to disconnect. I was out of town for about a week. Apologize for no uploads. It wasn't on the main channel either. But let's kind of get back into the gear here. My hero this week, I'm not gonna lie, pretty fucking dope. A lot of people didn't like the pacing. They think it's slow. It's been confirmed the series had like 25 episodes, so that probably might be why. But otherwise, this episode was really well, put out. They really showcased Todoroki Shoto really well here, because a lot of people, this is only anime watchers, they didn't necessarily know how, I guess, strong he is, believe it or not, right? I know, right? A man who has two quirks, who is very gifted and very powerful. We get to see what he's capable of doing in this episode. Defeats every single mech like it's absolutely nothing, but rather than defeating, he made it difficult for them too, because he destroyed them, wiped, and just moved on, and everybody else had to deal with the remains. Seems like he's in a pretty good lead here, guys. I am AkumaNexus. Sub a like if you guys want to see more of this. Subscribe for more content, and as well, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. But essentially here, we get to actually see the sports festival start off. It's the first beginning of the sports festival. Everyone's rushing down. They want to showcase their best abilities. Everybody, it's your time. It doesn't matter if you show off or not. Showing off, if anything, will get you points, since a lot of professionals are actually sitting in the stadium watching. We saw the giant girl. I always forget her name. Giant girl. What dude? I always forget these niggas' names. I'm terrible with memorization. We saw these professionals and pros, though, in the stands. So basically, it's make it or break it here in the sports festival, because you have all these pros watching here. You could literally get signed. You could be set. You could be a professional hero just like that if you stand out and you become the top. So seeing Bakugo taking this very seriously, if anything, and Deku definitely pointed this out well as well. He pointed it out that, Bakugo's taking this very seriously. He's not messing around, and he straight up just said, I'm going to be #1. I'm going to be the best. I'm going to be on top. I was like, Vegeta? Is that you? My nigga Vegeta? That's basically Vegeta, right? I'm not a Bakugo fan because he reminds me too much of Vegeta, and I really can't stand Vegeta, but I really do like Deku, so kind of best of both worlds there. But, shout out to the little Bakugo's little limelight there. I'm most excited, though, for Todoroki. Can we just talk about Todoroki? He is my favorite character from the entire series. Yes, even caught up in the manga, he is my favorite character in the entire series. And to see him glow and show like this, I'm pretty excited. He even points out that his dad is in the stands. So use that memory to your knowledge, guys, as this arc goes on. Remember that when he said that. No spoilers here, just remember that when he said that his dad is in the stands. He definitely wants to show off those, and his dad is. He hasn't used the flame quirk, more along just the ice quirk here. He defeats all the mechs with ease. They kind of disappear just like that. They're gone, and he really showcases here brilliance, absolutely brilliant use of his quirk here. He's very well gifted, very well mastered, and they also pointed out as well that he was brought into UA High because he was recommended. He didn't get into it because of no tests, none of that shit. He was legitimately just recommended by higher ups. That's saying a lot. That is actually saying a lot. This man is that strong that he was recommended by people. Rather as, Bakugo had to work his ass, and he placed #1. That's why he was up there in the speech. And then, of course, as well as Deku, who worked his ass off as well. So, Deku came from nothing to something now. So, two guys that really worked hard compared to Todoroki, who basically got recommended professionally, though, by a ton of important people here. But I like the nice little silhouette here that they're doing. They really showcases what Todoroki does not like, that Deku is the one being favored by All Might. Todoroki feels like he should be. This is where the grudge is going to build up to where they're going to end up fighting. That's not a spoiler me saying that. It's literally in the opening. They're going to eventually end up fighting, which is one of the greatest fights in this entire series, IMO. And it's really cool because this tension is building up between the two of them, and you would never see these characters talk, which is what I like, because anime only watchers didn't know about this. You never see those characters talk. Even in season 1, they said like what? They exchanged like 5 words, if anything, and that didn't really count because they were getting blown away by villains. You don't see them talk at all, to where now just randomly building tension up, does not like him at all whatsoever. And he's also becoming very aware that Deku's quirk and All Might's quirk very, very similar. So throughout the episodes, guys, just keep note on that, kind of pay attention on that. We'll see where that goes. But guys, that's going to be it over this review. I'm a little late because I was out of town, but I still watched it when I was out of town. So I'm pretty excited for next week's episode. I'm not going to lie. Guys, have a like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Any comments down below. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you all next time.